Oh, there's a bobblehead over there. Sweet. I'm all for that. Stun baton. No, I don't need a stun baton. Vault survive admin. Alright. Nice. Ah, science bobblehead. Always be prepared to explain the hows and whys. Get one extra guess when hacking terminals. That's not too bad. Could be worse. Nuka-Cola bottle. Desk fan. Oh, jeez. Alright. Well, it's a good thing that I got the perk that allows my companions to carry a lot more items than they normally could. Alright, what else do we got down here? So you're just watching these people? I guess this is like one-way see-through glass. People don't realize that they're being observed. That's kind of creepy. Duct tape. Assistance terminal. Lab assistance clearance only. Registered assistant AM, James S. Registered assistant PM, Rohit L. Testing schedule. Marin B, 9 o'clock Marin B, 9:15 Ellie B, 9:30 Nina K, 9:45 Samuel T, 10 o'clock Brendan C, 10:15 Ricardo S, 10:30 Alma L, 10:45 Me2 K, 11 o'clock close for maintenance, 11:30 Robert P, 12 o'clock close for lunch, prep lab for a PM assistant, 9999 air. Testing guidelines, invalid, page sys, blah blah. Private, if your name is not Rohit or James, then butt out. Hi, James. 1534 hours. I was able to mess up the scheduling program. The system won't expect us to test anyone after lunch for a few days. If you're right about the overseer having helpers, I don't think anyone's noticed. Anyway, this will give us some time to get things ready without prying eyes. You can leave me messages on the terminal too if you need. It should be pretty secure now. We can start smuggling ammo in here. Nobody should find out if we're pinching a bullet or two at the time from the range. Still need to figure out a good fuse, but it'll take us a while to get enough gunpowder smuggled in from the range before that matters. Are they trying to blowing themselves out of the vault? Resistance. Sounds like there's another group who wanted to escape from the vault. 10:57 hours. What do you think we're up against anyway? R. Worst case, all the superiors we've ever seen graduate. That's not comforting. I really doubt it. Though, I almost positive they're just they're just got geeks up there. Maybe even just robots. Depending on the robots, I might take the up-top grads. Haha, yeah, I'm not worried, though. There can't be as many of them as there are of us. And they're basically training us to be able to overpower them. We won't know until we know, I guess. And I guess we're going to know real soon. Oh. Ones and Ks. 9:18 hours. James, have you thought about what we should do with the little kids? R. If we hit the door during nap, they should be safe. We should still make sure everyone pushes forward as much as possible. 9:01 hours. I hope that'll work. We should probably have a few stay behind just to keep an eye on them. 14:55 hours. Good idea. We can trust Alma, right? Why don't you talk to her during testing appointment tomorrow? 9:58 hours. She's in. What are these people planning? I love how people are marking things private. They're like, if this isn't... Several places in this game, they're like, if this isn't you, don't read this. And I'm like, that's only gonna make people want to read it even more. Douches, cavaliers, leg, or arm, or whatever. Okay. Those. Huh. Fusion core, lab model, patrolman glasses, tin can.
Take human junk, not me.
I know, not you, Strong. Okay, so we're done with this area. I think we want to go back here. Yeah. Okay. So that was the lab. And now... Overseer. Ooh, I want to go see the Overseer. Explore the admin area, and this is the screening area. Yeah, this is where we... Oh. I forgot to look through there. I forgot to grab that. Okay. Let's check out this Overseer's area. Oh.
Who's there?
I'm taking you down. Sorry, sister. You're not the Overseer. Burnt Fashion Magazine. Burnt Lifestyle Magazine. Oh man, all these burnt magazine things. Security baton, flannel, coffee cup, desk fan. That's it. Blood pack. Oh, okay. So here's the Hi guys. Commander, eh? Commander will get the critical hit. 44 critical strike on the commander. Sorry, you almost got here, but not quite. Check out the Overseers. See what the Overseer has to say for herself, or himself, herself. Drinking glass wine. What the? Skulls? What is Jack Skellington doing here? Okay. Bottle cap, stim pack marksman, blah blah blah. Coffee cup. Check out the Overseer's terminal and see the truth. Confidential, Overseer eyes only. Violation VTP 01011. Operations Protocol Manual. Resident admittance. Here. Personal officers are responsible for admitting residents and obeying standard protocol for sanitization and scans. Research staff is to assist as needed, but otherwise remain in their wing. Adults aged 17 and older will be isolated and disposed of by the head of security. Isolated and disposed of? Children under the age of 17 are to be taken directly to the atrium area. As Overseer, you are responsible for introducing the children to the caretaker robots and their sleeping facilities. Research protocols will not begin until the second week of containment. It is recommended that you participate directly in routine story times each evening. Routine story times. Family policy. Vault 75 has been built within the township of Malden, and all families with children aged 5 through 16 have been offered subsidized admittance to the Vault program here. This should maximize the number of residents able to report for admittance in a crisis event. In the event that it becomes necessary, it is preferable to allow potential subjects to remain with their families in the bulkhead area over allowing adults to accompany subjects to the atrium. The subjects will not be admitted to the general population. These subjects will not be admitted to the general population, so they did separate them. That's ridiculous. Some distress is expected in the early days of intermittent. You're talking about people as kids as young as 5. Please refer to Vault-Tec's Child Care Consultation Protocols, VTOEG Section 127.1, if you are punks, Vault-Tec, if guidance is needed. Probably telling them to give a swift backhand across the face is probably what those manuals are saying, knowing Vault-Tec. Staff duties. Personnel and security staff have been assigned to Vault 75 and provided with standard instructions as found on your operations manual. Research personnel are to remain in their designated wing and isolated from making physical contact with residents except under special circumstances. New research personnel may be selected annually from the Vault population at Overseer discretion. Residents are to be informed that these patrons have vacated the Vault. Overseer directives. Residents aged 18 and older must be removed from the general population annually. Residents who have exhibited genetic promise are to be preserved for genome harvesting and reintegration. Residents of average genetic promise but high intelligence and docility may be recruited to the research staff at Overseer discretion. All other residents to be removed must be culled. So what do? They just kick them out, or they actually kill them? Research staff is responsible for cultivating embryo replacements to maintain consistent resident population numbers. Embryo replacements. Vault 75 is to remain sealed until an all-clear order is issued by Vault-Tec, which never happened. Annual turnover protocol. Beginning 1 year after initial containment, children over the age of 18 must be removed from the general population. This will be done annually on a date specified by the overseer chief scientist. It is recommended that this graduation be treated as an important tradition inside Vault 75. Appropriate ceremonies should be conceived of and performed by overseer staff, with outgoing subjects being removed one by one from the main living area. Once separated from the general population, subjects with aggregate ratings of excellent and superior are to be escorted to the genomics laboratory for processing. Subjects with excellent and superior intellect ratings, but not aggregate, will be offered positions as the overseer and research staff per discretion of the overseer and chief scientist. And basically, like, run experiments on their peers. Run experiments on the kids that they've known all their lives. Oh, this is messed up. All other subjects should be disposed of as outlined in the confidential operations packet. Where is that packet? I want to know how they're exposing of them. Overseer's log. New researcher. Worried about the new recruit in science. He's supposed to be on simple observation duties and closely monitored until the subjects he knows in population have been processed. I know we've done this many, many times before, but something about this one feels wrong. Not sure I should have let myself to be talked into it. Nursery capacity issues. We're having a capacity problem in the nursery. We are full as we can be in IVFs, but introducing more residents to the population is going to be problematic. I prefer to wait until the next turnover. We'll have to discuss with chief scientists. Fire in archives. Dang it all, some kind of wiring issue caused a fire in the archive. We lost some hardware that I'm told will be difficult to repair, if not impossible. Science lost a lot of historical research data, though I'm told we can get some junior staff started transcribing hard copies. Some of the locks failed once the fire got bad. Worrying, but turned out to be a blessing in disguise. Science staff nearby got in and stopped the blaze quickly. If the locks hadn't failed, then myself or one of the senior scientists would have had to manually open the doors. Sounds like the rebellion group. Vault 75 status. Vault status unknown. Please address below. Genome preservation online. Research. Error. No callback. Number days. Generator array. Online nominal. Resident vacancy 100%. Resident vacancy 100%. Remote door control. Open the door. Safe door. Oh, disengaged lock. There we go. Fusion cell. Shotgun shell. Okay. That door opened. I want to make sure that the other... Just check to see these areas. Reactor. Okay, this takes me to the reactor. Right. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. And then this takes me to the other thing. Yeah, okay. Got it. Now I know my bearings. Alright, strong. This door opens. Overseer safe key, which I didn't need. The Overseer had some really nice living quarters. Oh, Grognak the Barbarian. Critical hits with unarmed melee attacks permanently do plus 5% damage. Okay. Alright. That chest-leaded armor chest piece looks like it's got some pretty good stuff in it. Alright. Yellow table lamp. And handcuffs. These are some really nice painting. Can I take these paintings and bring them to my place to my house in Diamond City? That'd be really nice. Excavation. Research. Maintenance. Administration. Ugh. Vault-Tec. Vault-Tec. I can't stand you, Vault-Tec. Can't stand you at all. Alright. Strong, I've had enough of this place. Let's get out of here. You're a horrible, horrible people, Vault-Tec. Just so you know. Looks like Hancock has something he wanted to say to us. Hey, Hancock.
Heads up.
Got my attention.
Hancock.
Hey, when you got time, I got something I still need you to hear.
Sure, buddy. Everything all right?
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah. Better than that. This is just tricky. It's just being out here with you, it's made me realize most of my life to this point, I've been running out on the good things I got. I skipped out on my family, my life in Diamond City, took up with you just to get out of Good Neighbor. Hell, running from myself is what made me into a damn ghoul. But being here with you for the first time in my life, things have just felt right. And running is the furthest thing from my mind. I mean, I left Good Neighbor thinking I was gonna just sharpen up the old killer instinct. But whether it's fate, or destiny, or just goddamn coincidence, I ended up with someone like you. I turned one of the nastiest settlements in the Commonwealth into a refuge for the lost. I thought I'd done something I could hang my hat on. But being out here with you, it's made me realize just how small time I'd been thinking. And that maybe all my running, from my life, myself, maybe it wasn't such a bad thing after all.
Running from yourself?
Running from yourself? What do you mean?
Well, I mean, I didn't always look this good. The drug that did this to me, that made me a ghoul, I knew what it was going to do. I just couldn't stand looking at the bastard I saw in the mirror anymore. The coward who'd let all those ghouls from Diamond City die. Who was too scared to protect his fellow drifters from Vic and his boys. If I took it, I'd never have to look at him again.
Right.
Put that all behind me. I'd be free. Didn't seem like a choice at all. Turns out it was just me running from something else in my life.
Well, I think you should stop running then. The past is in the past, buddy.
It doesn't matter what you did. All that matters is what you do from here on out.
Right.
I know a lot of bookies that'd disagree with you, but I feel what you're getting at. So let me get to the point. Throwing in with you has been the best decision I've ever made. It's like I found a part of myself I never realized was missing, which happens sometimes when you're a ghoul. If I hadn't taken up with you, I'd probably be in a gutter somewhere, getting gnawed on by rad roaches. You have been one hell of a friend.
Well, thank you. That's really awesome of you to say, Hancock. You've been an awesome friend too. So I know that previously, Gabriel and Hancock might have exchanged some, joking flirts with each other just for funsies, but that's all it really was. It's for fun. And
making me a little nervous over here.
Sorry about that. The Forrester syndrome yet again. But yeah. So yes, Gabriel could continue on and have Hancock join in to their polyamorous romance, but Gabriel has limits, because I mean, even with 3 people is having a polyamorous relationship with, that's super complicated, much less the fact that they pulled in a 4th person, Dance. So like realistically, I think 4 is ridiculously pushing it for Gabriel. I don't think he feels personally that he can have a meaningful relationship with more than 3 other guys. He has a limit, and from a role-playing standpoint, Gabriel's not just gonna shack up with any other person that would be part of the reason why he's not going to be with Pullin Piper or Kate or Curie or any of those other people, or even Hancock, even though, because I said before, I gave my reasons why he's not really interested in dating females, and even though Hancock is a male, and has nothing to do with the fact that he happens to be a ghoul, because a lot of people might be thinking that. No, it has nothing to do with that at all. It's just, I don't feel that depth of a romantic connection between Gabriel and Hancock. Like, while that conversation that they just had, it feels more like a very platonic confiding, Hancock confiding to a good friend, and it doesn't really feel to me like there was anything romantic behind it. At least that's not how I see it. So no, just because Hancock is a romanceable male character, Gabriel, I don't think I don't think Gabriel considers him, you know, more than a platonic relationship. He loves Hancock dearly as a friend, and I think that's all that there's going to be coming to that, regardless of, you know, how fun it is for them to flirt with each other. So yeah, Gabriel has limits. I think for him, you know, maintaining a meaningful polyamorous relationship amongst the four of his boys, including himself, is already pushing it. I don't think he wants to complicate things even more, because having a polyamorous relationship with just 3 people is complicated enough. So he's just gonna continue on as if him and Hancock are just the best of friends, and there's nothing wrong with that at all.
I know the feeling. You're a damn fine man, Hancock. I'm lucky to have you at my side.
And God help any of them who get in our way. Well, I know I could stand to listen about how wonderful I am for the rest of my days.
Of course.
But it's probably worth us hitting the road.
Of course,
Thanks
buddy.
for hearing me out, friend.
Yeah, having reached the highest level affinity with Hancock, you've gained the Isodoped perk. I'm wondering if that's drug-related. Hopefully not, because otherwise I don't know if Gabriel's going to be able to take advantage of it, really. Isodoped. We're getting... Hancock, thanks to your relationship with Hancock, you're at 250 rads or higher, you get criticals 20% faster. That's interesting. Not sure if I necessarily want to give myself 250 rads or higher, but we'll see. So basically it means that we need to reach critical affinity or max affinity with, I believe, Curie, Strong, and Nick. So I'm thinking we'll have Nick. We'll work on Nick next, or at least I'll attempt to work with Nick next. Okay, guys, so I'm going to be spending more time with Nick Valentine, to do some more exploring of the Commonwealth. And some people suggested that I check out what's going on at this place called Covenant. So I'm gonna head over there, and really this is the point in the game where I'm just gonna try to explore as much of the Commonwealth as I can before I continue on with the main story, especially since I'm trying to max out several of my characters' affinity, and I figured that would be a great way to do it, since it seems like your affinity gets raised just by spending time with you. But if there's any other places that you guys would recommend that I check out because you think it's really interesting for me, especially from a role-playing standpoint, please let me know. And if I haven't gone there yet, because these videos do go up, you know, a little bit later. I tend to play farther ahead. Oh gosh, there's like turrets around here, Covenant. Well, maybe that means that they're just really well protected. If there's any place in particular that you think is interesting for me to check out, especially from a role-playing standpoint, let me know, and I will make it a point to go there, no spoilers, obviously, but I'll make it a point to go there and check it out. So, Nick, let's go see what's going on with Welcome to Covenant. Huh. Hello.
You visiting Covenant, pal? If not, move along. You know, all people loitering around. Not good for the nerves.
Covenant? So this is Covenant? What's Covenant?
Is that what this place is called?
Yeah, we're a real up-and-comer. A pit stop on the road for traders and such. We're not that
Huh.
big, but we got the bargains. Got a dock that can patch you up. We even got some lemonade. Well, that's what Deezer calls it anyway. There's a small catch, though. We don't just let anyone inside. There's an entrance test. We call it the safe test. Everyone's got to take it.
Lemonade, you say? I feel like lemonade is probably something that Gabriel misses deeply. I have a feeling that he was a big fan of lemonade. Maybe some of Mike's hard lemonade. That was probably his favorite beverage of choice, was some hard lemonade.
Interesting
Safe.
idea. Between you and me, what's the test for?
I probably shouldn't say nothing, but listen. We want to make sure only good people come into Covenant. No undesirables. Nobody that ain't actually what they seem, you know?
Like what, for
I'm
example?
new to the area. What do you mean about undesirables?
But you don't know about... Jesus, listen. Not everyone in the Commonwealth is human, okay? Some are... synths. I'm not gonna say anything more than that.
Well,
Just Just take the test. Pass, and you can come inside where everything's safe. All right?
Well, sir, I can't have a synth with me, and he's my friend. Sure, I'll take the test.
Good. Take a seat, and we can begin.
Maybe if I pass with flying colors, he'll let my friend in too.
Hey.
Do something for you?
Hey, Valentine.
You all right? You need something?
What do you think of this place where they don't like synths? Probably don't like it very much,
thoughts?
do you?
There's a lot of people out here could use a hand.
Your thoughts?
Should we get a move on?
Maybe if I get them to let Nick Valentine in, they'll realize synths aren't
Nothing
so bad.
else for now.
Shoot yourself.
So all about exposure. Oh.
So let's
All right,
begin.
sir.
There ain't no wrong answers. You are
Really?
approached by
Then
a
why
frenzied
the test in the
scientist who
first
yells,
place?
I'm going to put my quantum harmonizer in your photonic resonation chamber. What's your response?
Buy me a drink. Buy me a drink first. That's my response. If you want to put your what in my what, buy me a drink. Okay. Oh yeah, science. Absolutely.
I wouldn't worry. If he did that, it'd cause parabolic destabilization of the fission singularity.
That would be a Gabriel
Next
answer.
question. While working as an intern in the clinic, a patient with a strange infection on his foot stumbles through the door. The infection is spreading at an alarming rate. The doctor has stepped out for a while. What do you do?
Scream, amputate, restrain and observe, medicate. I don't want to do anything drastic. Like, the doctor's not around.
Medicate the infected area as best I can.
You have a medical background. You discover
Not
a
really.
young boy lost in a cave. He's hungry and frightened, but also appears to be in possession of stolen property. What do you do?
Well, Gabriel has a soft spot for kids.
I give the boy a hug and tell him everything will be okay.
Very curious. Congratulations! Hey, you made
Oh.
it onto a baseball team. Which position do you prefer?
Soccer, pitcher, catcher, designated hitter. I actually see Gabe as more of a pitcher type.
Are you certain about that?
What?
Never mind. Next
Is
question.
that a trick question?
Your grandmother
What?
invites you to tea, but you're surprised when she gives you a pistol and orders you to kill someone. What do you do?
What? Bargain for his life, minigun, kill him, get upset at her. I would probably get upset at her because, well, I'd have to find out why first. But in general, I would get upset at her, but I'd want to find
I'd
out
throw
why.
my tea in her face.
Of course. Old Mr. Abernathy has locked himself in his quarters again, and you've been ordered to get him out. How do you proceed?
Convince him? Procure a bomb, leave him, laser pick the lock? Pick the lock, that's what
I'd
Gabe
grab a
would
bobby
do.
pin and pick the lock.
And that is all you do? Nothing else? Wait, don't answer. Next. Oh,
What
no.
kind of test is this?
You've been exposed to radiation, and a mutated hand has grown out of your stomach. What's the
Ooh.
best course of treatment?
Surgery, pray, suicide, medicine. Gabriel would probably try to cut it off.
I'd cut off the mutated tissue with a precision laser.
Technological bias. A neighbor is
Yeah.
in possession of a Grognak the Barbarian comic book, issue number 1. You won.
Ooh.
What's the best way to obtain it?
Ooh. Based on the prologue, we know how much Gabriel loves Grognak the Barbarian, or someone in their family. Maybe both him and Nora love Grognak the Barbarian. Mug him, steal it, slap him a Mickey.
I'd trade him for one of the comic books I own.
You're almost done. Last question. You
Okay.
decide it would be fun to play a prank on your father. You enter his private restroom when no one is looking, and
Gabe probably isn't opposed to doing pranks, but he would probably do the most harmless pranks. Nothing with his rage or no, he wouldn't do anything. Flood the room. That's probably the least harmless, I guess. Kind
I'd
of.
loosen bolts on his water pipes. When he turns on the sink, he'll be in for a surprise.
test's over. No one's ever answered quite like you. But hey,
Really?
you passed. I'll
Okay.
open up the gate.
Will you let my friend in too?
Covenant.
Are you gonna let?
Never did feel terribly welcome here.